because he thinks I'm white on the inside.
Okay.
False. Action.
Hey everybody, this is Real Talk with Jayson Dixon. We back again. I got another guest up in the building, and I'm talking about somebody who's a boss. Like, I'm not even talking about a mediocre type boss. I'm talking about somebody that I'm scared of. Let's say that. At the end of the day, I'm going to let her introduce herself, because when it's all said and done, I don't even want to do the injustice. Oh, God. I want her. My guest today is such a big person in this Las Vegas area that I'm bowing down. So let's talk about it. Who are you and what we doing?
Hi, I'm Tiva Parks. I own Connect Central Corporation. My nickname used to be Connect.com a long time ago when I first moved out here. This is before you guys had Instagram and DMing people, and used to have to knock on people's doors. So I was that knocker that actually was the real plug.
Right.
So,
She was the plug at that time. Like, we didn't have social media, so y'all got to get that right.
yeah, you can't just DM the CEO. I actually knew the CEO.
So, Tiva, tell me, I want to know about your journey. So, you told me a lot about since you've started. So, tell me when you started your journey as an artist, coming from an artist to what you do now. Can I hear that story? Can our people hear that story? Because it's such a great story.
I was young, so I started, my first time on stage I was like 5 years old. That's when I knew I wanted to be a recording artist.
Okay.
And my dad was a jazz artist, Johnny Parker. He played with Bo Diddley, and he's back in the day.
Yeah, y'all young people don't know nothing about Bo Diddley.
Yeah. So he played the drums with Bo Diddley, and he had his own record out called Snake in the Grass. And back in the day, and then my brother sang, so it was just part of our family.
Yep.
So I used to have a picture of my dad with a snake on his.
Wow.
With singing the microphone. So they used to do crazy stuff. But I was 13. I was 12 actually, and I started singing in church all my life. I sang in church all my life, and then I met these ladies that were my friends. And they were like, this guy has a studio in Vegas. And I'm from New Mexico, so originally I was in New Mexico, and I was like, what? Because I was already recording in my room.
I gotta ask, how was it like to grow up in New Mexico? Let's stop that story real quick.
Country. I'm from a 3-stoplight, one grocery store town.
I just wanted to hear you say that because I'm from that same type of town.
Yeah. So, it's 3 stoplights, one grocery store. So we were there, and I was the girl of the town because I sang at everything. Like, I signed my first contract with the city of Farmington to sing and dance for Sundance.
Wow.
For the tourists at 13 years old.
But you were in New Mexico, so that was a big deal.
Big deal.
Like, y'all don't understand, in these small cities, that's large.
I was a star. I was on the newspaper and everything. Even at your tourist place. When you see a little tourist pamphlet, you want to go look at the thing, that was me. So, we singing and dancing, and I was the only black person, actually, that kind of did that back where I was from.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of African-American women, and I'm half Hispanic, too, so it wasn't both of us. Hispanic, African-American, I was one of the few. So
Right.
I went to, I used to record in my room. So I had rappers recording in my room. So I'd have a stereo right here with the music, and then I have the recording right here. So we did a ghetto style.
They did it with a tape.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
You understand how to roll that wheel back.
I actually
Roll
have
that
those
back
tapes.
and let's rewind it.
Yeah. You can't rewind. You just gotta be like, y'all ready? Play. And we just gonna create a song. And you better keep it going. We gotta hit the chorus and everything. There's no stop.
And if you mess up, we just gonna flip the tape over and do it again.
Yeah. And just act like it was part of the show. So that's what I was doing. I was actually recording people. We were recording and we were doing all kinds of stuff and talking about crazy stuff. So I was like, oh, he has a real recording studio? I was like, oh, let's go check it out. So me and him clicked. I was the only one that stayed in there, and I was singing. I used to write so good. He just put on music because I was so used to doing that.
Right.
I just write a song off the Crips. So he was like, whoa. So I just write songs, and I found out he was giving out my tapes to everybody. So this girl, I was at the gym one time, and this lady was like, I love that song you did. And I was like, what song? He gave it to a lady and was like, oh my God. And she started singing it to me. I was like, oh wow, this is
something I might want to do.
Yeah, I think this might work. So then I knew this other girl that was sang, and I wrote songs for her, and I was like, let's perform together. So I'd write the songs, and I put it together, I put the whole show together, and we perform all over.
Oh, wow.
So then I started just performing all over and doing Guys and Dolls. I do, Man of La Mancha. I did all the plays and plus recording at night. And I was singing.
So at 13, hold on, at the time you were doing this, like,
yeah.
like there was no social, it was like I leave school and I go straight to the studio.
Yeah.
How did that affect you? So let's talk about this. How did that affect you as a young kid, though?
I think it helped me because at that time, my dad died.
Okay.
And I wanted to go where he told me not to go. So I was like in the hood.
I'm going to the club.
I was like, what's up? What's over there? What's in the hood? I want to go see what's up there. Now
that he gone.
Yeah, I want to see what he was talking about. Why I couldn't go there. So I started hanging out with gangbangers.
Right.
I joined a gang at the time, and I was a roughneck. I was not like a girl like this. I had braids and dickies on.
Hey, let me find out. She was talking about what a vato
cholo slash.
She was a cholo.
Not just cholo. I was African American Jayson too.
Like, nigga, see,
but I was crazy. But I was crazy because my dad died, so I wanted to die.
Yeah.
So I was on that
that rush.
Kill me first. I was that first person to jump out the car and hit you. So I didn't, and that wasn't even me. I was such a young girl. I played with dolls and everything, but once he died, I was angry.
Right.
And I turned angry. You know what I mean? And I wanted to just beat up everybody.
So when did that change for you? When did you say, okay, I'm over this. Let me move into this. Or did you ever get over it?
No, I was in 5th grade, and I remember it was my choir teacher. He saved my life.
Okay.
So I used to not even sing or nothing. I sit in the back and be like, I ain't doing nothing. I sit there and be like,
so you was a real gangster. You was like, I don't know nothing.
I ain't doing nothing. He was like, and I was like, I told him, shut up. And he said, oh, you can sing. He's like, shut up. He's like, shut up. And I was like, stop. He's like, see, stop. And he was doing I was like, he was messing with me. And I was like, and then he got to me every day. He would work on me. He's like, why don't you try this? Why don't you audition for this? And I auditioned and I got in the play. And then he got me so busy
that you forgot about it.
That the homies had to come see me at the dang place. And then it was funny because people were like, those are your friends, because they're all waiting for me afterwards. And I was like, yeah, those are my friends. They're like, this is totally opposite.
So what you doing?
So then that's I think that's kept me busy and kept me doing more stuff. And I was performing. So I go to practice before school, after school, and then I still go to voice lessons. Then I still go to staging for the you got to know where the play's gonna be. And afterwards,
I got what you're saying.
Afterwards, I go to the recording studio. So I want to get home till midnight every day. I was a soldier. I just went into my passion, and that's how I got out of trouble.
And that's what helped you with your anger, because I come from that environment too. So when my mom went to jail, I totally understand. When I was 13 and she went to jail and I went into foster care, I went from being a straight A student to an athlete to forgetting life.
Yeah, I hate life.
Forget everything.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that. And what saved me was my football coach and my basketball coach was both the principal of the school and he coached. Yeah. And he was like, if you can't show up and you can't be here, you can't do nothing. And basketball was my passion. Football was just something I had to do.
Yeah.
But he kept me busy, so I understand that totally.
He kept me busy.
So from that passion, is that when you grew into, this is what I want to do?
I knew what I was going to do at 5.
I got that part.
You know what I mean? But then I lost sight of it because I wanted to die.
You're right.
Because I couldn't kill myself, so I could go ahead with my daddy. So that was my mindset. I was like, kill me. So people were scared of me. So they're like, this girl crazy. So I was like, no, he won't fight me.
But you see how you tell the story? My whole purpose of my show is for that story, because there's people out there who go through that, and I understand that don't know how to get around it and don't know what else to do, and nobody's reaching out. Like, people were reaching out to you and trying to help you, but we have people and audience members. So I love the story, and I love that you can laugh about it and joke about it, because that's
I could have died. Situations I put myself in.
I believe you, because I look back on those too.
I know some people that died in front of me, shootings in front of me, like just the things I went through. I was like, I put myself through there. Cause I'm the one that chose to go over there. That's what you got to think about too. You choose.
Yeah, to walk in that path.
So you could choose this way. And then I was like, wow. And then God hit me. Cause thank God I was I was blessed to be in the church. So
Right.
you always go back to what your roots are.
Yeah.
So I thank God my dad did that, because then I was like, oh.
It gave you morality.
Yeah, so now after I woke up, I was like, wait, let me get back to being a girl. So then I started wearing dresses again and started hanging out.
She was like, I went from khakis to now I'm putting on sundresses.
Yeah, and you would never know I was like that. And I was just talking to my girlfriend. She knew me then, and she's like, people will never know that you can fight. I was like, I know. Like, that's not good, girl.
I know now. You know that? We know, right? We ain't
You
arguing.
won't have to when I'm there.
So once you came back, so when did you start the road unto? Because you told me some great stories. So when did you start the road to your singing career? And
At 13, because I really started focusing on that, and I started writing a lot.
Okay.
So I was writing a lot of songs, writing a lot of stuff, and just it was making me feel better. So one thing led to another. So I knew when I graduated high school, I said, I'm going straight to Hollywood. So I went. I asked everybody. My mom threw this big old party for me because I was kind of known back home. So we had a party at the Civic Center. So thank you, Mom. She always did it big. So we did a big old party at the Civic Center like I was a superstar. And I asked everybody to just give me money. So that's what we did. I just asked them for checks and checks and checks.
Right.
And I don't want no presents because I can't take presents on a Greyhound. I wanted a Greyhound straight to Hollywood.
Wow.
2 days after graduation, with all the money in my pocket, all my clothes in my back, everything. My mom was like, you can take a car or take the car. And I was like, no, I'd rather have money, Mom.
Yeah, give me the money. I'm with you. I need to survive. I probably would have sold it. I'm with you.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I went.
So you weren't scared? You weren't? Because I know me.
I
My
had
journey.
no fear.
No fear at all?
See where I'm from. Do I want to live here or to see what's out there in the world, you know?
I come from that type of city too, but I still had a little fear. I still, when I graduated, I still had a little, I'm about to go off to college to a place I don't know, and I just came from an environment I don't know. So that's why I asked those questions.
No, I had God. I was so deep into God. I thought
I wasn't at the time.
I was God's child. Like, touch me.
She was like, I got those hands and I got God. She was like, I got those hands and I got God. What are you talking about?
So I jumped on the ground by myself and followed my journey all the way.
All right. So
You know?
when you got to your end of your journey on that bus ride, what was your first move? What did you do?
I got to sing for Disneyland, and when I was a senior.
Oh wow.
And me and my friend from high school just talked about this when I went back home. They had a choice. You know, they let us walk around the beach, Venice Beach.
Right.
And he was like, Tiva, I didn't do that. I stayed at the hotel and hung out. I said, I went to Venice Beach. I said, because I went and networked. So I talked to everybody. I want to know who's the director. I was networking. I wasn't even shopping.
Trying to figure out, yeah.
I found this guy that was a writer, screenplay writer. He's a comedian. He's like, I actually am doing a pilot. I said, I would love to move out here and do the pilot. I said, but you got to talk to my mom. Because my mom ran my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was my manager at the time. You know, like, I was like, you got to talk to my mom. She said yes, so I can go. So then I was actually talking to Sauce at the time. He was from Something for the People.
Okay.
And I got connected to him by my girlfriend when I went to, I had a family take me to Phoenix when I was 15 to go try to get a recording contract.
Incredible.
One of my girlfriends did, I met. And she introduced me, I met this guy out there and he was a talent agent. So we kept in touch, and he was out of Oakland.
Okay.
He introduced me to Something for the People. And he was a producer named Sauce. So Sauce is produced for Neo now and everybody.
I know Sauce.
Yeah, so I met him and we were talking on Homeline. No cell phones at the time, you know, Homeline. I was like, he was showing me the stuff he was doing with Total, and he's like, TV, you can come right out here for me, right? We can work with me. I wish I would have picked that area because I picked the other person, and but I felt like he did more initiation because on my graduation day,
Okay.
he went to my graduation and drove out.
So he put an effort, and you was like, I need you. I was like,
he really trying to find talent.
Yep.
So he went to my graduation, met my mom, and was like, hey, I'll take care of her, she'll be cool. But I went out there, he was a struggling artist too. He had his own, he went in a room out. I had to sleep on the floor. I was like, this is not
what the dream I thought.
this is not what you told me about, Mama. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was.
Totally understand. Because I even back then, even though I wasn't really involved, I still work with a lot of artists. And as I work with those artists, I learned that what they thought their dreams weren't their dreams.
Oh no, I really was like, but it was like 1998.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
There's no internet. I couldn't Google anywhere. You know, I was like, who is this guy? Like, oh my gosh. But he was such a nice guy, and he had a nice family that had a nice house and stuff, and he was really trying. Right. But it's like, am I gonna try? Are we trying together? Or I thought you already had it. You know, like I could have did this back home. You know.
So after you had that experience, how much did that experience help you to move forward?
It made me look at people differently. I want to touch and feel it. I don't want to just talk.
Right.
Because people can think that their reality is your reality, and really my reality was bigger than that.
And I learned that. I learned that at an early age, that I had dreams because of where my dad was and what I saw before him and my mom got divorced. And I saw my mom go back to the lifestyle she was used to. When I got to the hood, because I had never been in the hood before that. Mm-hmm. And when I got to the hood, they hated me because my dream was, I know that grass is greener over there.
Yeah.
When you live in an area that you don't, and I talk about this all the time when I'm paid to speak, when you live in the dirt and you never see the grass, when somebody comes and starts talking about the grass, whatever. Yeah. So your dream,
it's illusion.
Right. Your dream was that much bigger. So how many obstacles or people did you run through before you saw that, hey, I could care less what you guys do. I got to do this.
Well, that's my problem. I'm so nice and like I believe in people, and I'm like, no, like this might be the person that actually is gonna do what they say, because you know, like I'm that type of person. But that makes who I am, because I don't judge right away.
Right.
I take you for full force, and that's what people mess up on, because I like believed in you.
I'm like that too.
You know, and once I stop believing you, I'm like, wait, I thought that you're gonna be one of them. You know, but because there's so many amazing people out here, but people will do a false of who they want to be and not who they are.
Right.
As long as you be honest about who you are, we can fix that and go to another level. But if you're being faulty and not saying the things that, but trying to get me as my talent and trying to sign over my life, which a lot of people have tried to get to do, big people, you know, like mess me up, or they're trying to take my whole soul. And I'm like, what? You know, like money's not that big. God is big. Thank God my dad did that, because my riches is up here.
Right.
You know, it's not.
And that brings everything that we want in life, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned as well.
Yeah.
No matter how much we struggle, no matter what we go through, I tell people all the time,
Peace.
no matter when I'm down, that peace and God always makes sure that I got the other option to move forward. Whether it's bad, I just put a post up last night that said, whether it's bad or good, it's still God.
Yes, and it happens for you, not to you.
Right.
So you got to know, like, he did that for a reason.
Yep.
I better not go there. I'm gonna go right. And I don't know why I'm going right. I'm just walking the unknown. But I heard the voice. Something down there in that street.
So we're gonna take a slight break here, even though we did this in reverse, because we went down the road that I normally save for later.
Uh-huh.
But I love it, because a lot of people on here and on the live, they probably needed it right now, and I let God control what I do.
Yeah, I do too.
So we're gonna take a slight break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about your success and what you do now.
I feel like I don't even have success yet.
And we can talk about that. But when I say success, the movement from where you came from to where you are now. I know everybody is still growing. I'm still growing every day.
But that's my problem. I think like my friend told me, I'm like, what is the top deal?
Well, there is no top.
I know.
If she don't feel like she made it, but it's like, hey, bro, y'all want to come to the Grammys? Yeah, I got a couple extra.
But there's no to people. But here's the thing, though. I understand that totally, Cap. I got it, because to me, there's no cap. To people who knew me back then, they think of me as being great, and I'm like, but I'm not there yet.
No.
And I'm not there yet. But that's us. So we're gonna take a slight break. This is Real Talk with Jayson Dixon. I have a lovely, beautiful woman in the building today that is so great about what she does. And Cap, take us out, bro. We'll be back. When I tell you, like, the conversation that you had, that's why I didn't stop you. Because I was like, yes, let's keep going.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the best ones, huh?
The best.
Oh, thank you guys. See, you guys make me feel good in here. See, y'all make me work harder when y'all do shit like that.
Cap, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
All right. Good job, dude. Appreciate you.
Oh, for sure. Y'all give me tacos afterwards, so I'm here. Just kidding.
Got you.
Even if it's
Shit,
chicken,
we about
tacos, whatever. We
You
go
got
out
to
to
get
eat.
a deal signed too? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
But you see, I was like, I ain't making no calls, nigga. What's our money?
Appreciate that.
I'm sick of that. I done did that for so many people. You feel me?
USA.
I said,
But yeah, I did want him to meet. That's the one I was trying to get to stay here because, like, out of everybody, like, when he talks about it, he really got the
money
right now.
No, I don't like dreams. That's why I'm like, got a budget, nigga?
Yeah,
Oh, we got a dream. All right, bye. Because niggas got dreams all day long. And I ain't funding no dreams.
Right.
Unless you part of the dream team. You feel me?
But we
It's
good
different.
on this one.
You know what I mean? Because you're family to me because of how I met you. So it's different. You know?
And that's why I had to let him know, hold up, this is the respect you need to give. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But I mean, it's the truth though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we're trying to do this. Oh, I know the top guy. We're trying to do this. I know that top guy. So, it's like that's for a reason. Like there's a reason you know that you're deep in the game. So let's just respect that.
Well, it's a small town in here, and I was out here. I got here in 2000, so I hit this whole
It's
town.
small to you because you've done that.
Yeah.
Everybody else from the outside is just all they see is big lights first.
Nah, this is a small
I
town. We can
wish
take
that-
this shit to
Yeah,
another
we
level.
know that because we live here now.
Yeah.
We got rooted like, bro, I can see to the other side of this mug, right? It's not that big compared to like when I'm in Houston. It's like, yeah, it's gonna take me 2 hours to get from over here to over there.
Yeah.
Like Summerlin to Henderson, people are tripping 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be there in 30. That's why I said I'll be in 30 minutes.
47 minutes, I'm good. But
Yeah.
you go from the north to the south of Houston, you're gonna be some hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand it being small, but the best thing for me is what I do. I know a lot of people out there, and you don't have to convince them to come here. I'm in
Hey guys,
Vegas.
I hope you guys
I'm
are enjoying
trying
the
to-
show real
Yeah.
quick.
I'm
I hope
coming
you
up
enjoying
there.
my guest. She's really awesome.
So, that's
We're just trying to get everybody in that we can so we can get this show going. Oh, you're good. I was just talking to the people.
I'm just chopping it up, man.
I know.
Waiting on you filling in.
Yeah, you good. You know me. I gotta go and talk to my audience real quick. Let them know we're okay. Let's make it work. So when we come back in, we're gonna talk about your success. I'm gonna flip the script a little bit.
To NWCLB.FM. It's DJ King Cobra, who's slick strike, hit you once and it's old. And DJ is digital journalist, cause I don't job nothing. You heard me? Right now, you tuned in to Real Talk with Jayson Dixon, featuring TV Boss, PR extraordinaire. Take it away, Jay.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for coming back for the second part of our show. Now, I know she's talked about all the stuff she's been through to get to where she is, but I want to kind of tie into her success. And I want her to, she don't like to brag about it, which I'm totally with, but we about to make her brag today.
You're making me red. You gotta turn me red.
We're going to make her brag today. So regardless of what she want to talk about, I'm about to pull it all out. Y'all know how I am. As well as the bad times, I want to talk about good. We're here to celebrate and help other people grow and show that they can make it out of the bad parts. So tell them your resume, because you don't want me to start talking. You want me to talk about it? I'll talk about it.
Yeah, you can start.
Nah, not really. Though.
Well, I've probably lived about 20 lives. That's why people know me from different areas of life. So,
Man, she's been on tour with everybody. She knows everybody. We love her in where we at because she knows everybody. I'm just trying to pull it out of her, guys, and she's not trying to talk about it, but we're going to get this information today.
well, I've been a program director assistant for a radio station, FCC radio station.
Okay.
Promotion director assistant for FCC radio stations out here in Las Vegas, and also vice president of the internet radio station back in the day. Also worked with Tom Joyner at the Sky Show. He picked me out of all the radio stations, so I was the one that he picked to work with him because I did the Sky Show. I helped with the whole Sky Show. He's seen the person that was actually working.
I was like, no.
Like, oh no, I want that girl. So I've been on tour, amazing shadowing, and Richard Seaton's, I gotta give a shout out to Richard Seaton. He actually, when I wanted to be in the music business, he was like, all right, Tiva, it's not glitz and glamour. I was like, yeah, it is. And he put me on tour with Prince and Boyz II Men and Faith to be, stagehand and help out with everything. And I realized, I was like, dang, this is real work.
Right.
Yeah. And one time we had to do a situation for Boys to Men, and I got to be the voice of the intro because one of the members couldn't come that day. So it was cool how everything came together, and it was on the tour.
Okay.
So and then I also actually did acquisitions for rent-a-car companies. I put a lot of rent-a-car company, Easy Rent-a-Car Company together because I did investments in my young 20s.
That's what I want to get into.
Yeah.
So the transition from now I'm on tour to now this businesswoman that I know.
Yeah.
That's what I've been waiting to get into.
Okay.
I just wanted that part.
Well, it's funny. I had my best friend. She passed away. She used to call me Connect.com.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't know who I was. I was just doing stuff because if I love you and I see that I can help you, I'm gonna call and make this happen and start your dream. Because it fueled me to see people's dreams come true. I was like, wow, I helped with that. I helped do that. Oh my God, you're on TV. You're doing this. Oh my gosh, you bought a house with that money. Like, it just used to make me so excited. So I used to just connect the dots, but I didn't know people were making money off of me.
Right.
So I was like, they're building
Now I gotta figure
buildings
this out.
and doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm so naive because I'm, from a small town. I'm thinking everybody, people take care of you. Back home, people take care of you. Like, oh yeah, Tiva, thank you for this. Thank you for this. I got you this. I got you some food. They always take care of you. In the city, I didn't know that you have to ask for it. Mm-hmm. So I was connecting the dots on a lot of celebrities, a lot of big people. And she was like, Tiva, you're Connect.com. And I'm like, Connect.com. And then over the years, I still was connecting different celebrities and different products, and I had I was working with the petroleum with the Lebanese guy, and we had a rent-a-car company that I did acquisition for, which we had only 15. They had 10 cars, and 10 cars. I brought them together, and we had about 160 cars after I was done.
Wow.
So me and him.
She was like, I got the gas, you got the cars. Let's go.
Yeah. So
that's how math works.
Well, me and him used to do petroleum deals.
Mm-hmm.
We did oil deals. We did peanuts. We sold sugar. We were doing all kinds of stuff because he was an entrepreneur. So we were like selling rent-a-car, and we were doing businesses.
Right.
So it was just an amazing relationship. And then we started a coffee company. But the coffee company was a liquid coffee company. I did the logo. I did everything. I did all the paperwork because he didn't know how to work for a computer. He's an older guy. So I did all the work.
Right.
Me with his ideas, and my ideas, and we put it all together. And he partnered with another guy, and the son came in, and he ran a smoke shop.
Oh, wow.
And he came in trying to tell me what to do and everything, and it hurt my feelings. And he was like, well, my family's going to be paid before you ever get paid. And I was like, I'm the one that helped create this whole company. And it's just the way he was talking to me, and he smoked a hookah in the office, just treating it like no respect.
Right.
And I was like,
this damn new generation, huh?
oh my God. I almost lost it. And I just that day he told me that, I just looked at him. I said, I'm out. I said, I'm going to leave. I said, I'm starting my own company today. And my secretary left with me, our secretary. She packed her little bag. She was like, I'm going, where you going? I said,
I can't pay you.
I told her, I ain't got no money to pay you, girl. Like, I got my salary, I got savings. I said, okay. God told me, I said, give me a month. For her to believe in me, she had two twins she was taking care of, and she had a 10-year-old.
Wow.
For her to have 3 kids to believe in me like that, and looked at myself, I was like,
let's work.
like, Tiva, you need to believe in yourself like she believes in you.
Right. Because she was like, I'm willing to throw my whole family under the bridge.
Like, we believe in you. So I
Hey,
said,
but isn't that amazing, though? Because that's how it was when I left. When I left Verizon, my whole staff was like, I'm going where you going. And
yeah.
I'm like, I can't pay y'all. I got to spend all my money to build this.
So, but she stayed with me for a month, and we got our first client, and thank God our first client was huge, Steve Hightower, Hightower's Petroleum.
Yeah, I know.
But it wasn't the company, it was him himself.
Right.
So we put him on Blue Collar Millionaire. I helped build his PR stance. Now we're working on a book for him 10 years later. So he's still with me.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's
he's still
good.
my client, and we took on his company, and we took on the nonprofit with him, and just doing everything that he needs to do, whatever he wishes to do, I try to bring it to pass.
Man, this is an awesome story. Like, this is like, I feel like we need to write a book. I got the publishing rights. I own a publishing company. Let's do it. My thing about it, and I love, like, even the whole stories we've been talking about all day today. That's why I really wanted to get you on, and why Cap wanted to get us on together. Just from your stories, to see your spirit, to see how alive you are, because most people would be like, nope. And I've met a lot of people here that's been drugged through the mud, and I would not do business with them. Like,
Well,
not
you
even
gotta have God.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to church. If not, you don't want to see me the next day.
She like,
Yeah, I need that motivation. I need him to tell me everything's gonna be okay.
see, I'm different. I don't have to go to church, but I do listen and I do pray. And
But I like to feel the spirit. It's not.
right.
It's like I can feel that spirit, and it makes me feel like it's not that serious, Tila.
yeah.
Calm it down. You know, like, and I start realizing all the stuff that I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through so much.
Hey, doesn't that? So let me ask you this question. So knowing that you've been through so much, doesn't that make it easier?
Yeah.
Because you look back, and I'm like, no matter what I'm going through, I always look back at where I came from. And I think people forget to go backwards sometimes.
No, I just went home last week, and it reminded me like I got a lot of more work to do. I got to retire my mama. You start thinking like I thought it was cool.
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and the champ lives there. But when I go home, I still look at the city like this ain't nothing but thugs. I'm gone. And I'm like telling my brothers, I'm like, when y'all gonna move? When y'all gonna find another city? Like, what are y'all doing? But I realize now that my influence has helped them build their own businesses.
Yes.
And want to do better. They just don't want to leave the city. And I never thought about coming back until recently, until last year, coming back and helping with the city.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yep.
I'm going back home to see how I can help my people, because that's who made me.
Yep.
And that's why I am who I am. And I had to realize that, like, they love it here. They love being in the country. They love, being on the boat all day long. They love, just because God gave me that drive doesn't mean I have to downplay their drive.
Right.
And their drive might be, that's what they want to do every day. And I have to respect that and love that about them.
And I didn't realize, I'm with you. I didn't realize that until I started getting older. I was like, well, maybe I should be on the farm. Because they look happy.
Yeah.
And here I am out here building a dream, stressing, going gray, because this is the most gray I've had in my life. But I see them and they're at home and they're like, oh, we're going fishing today.
Yeah.
And we're doing, I'm like, what? Fishing? Like, you ain't got work? He's like, nah, not really.
And I'm like, trying to do emails, like, wait, what time y'all leaving? Let me get this stuff.
So with that, are you looking back and understanding everything as we wrap this up? I just want to get this, because I'm also adamant about the passion that I put out on my shows.
Yeah.
So with all the things that you've been through, would you trade it for the world? Would you trade it to do it all over again? Would you start and want to go another direction?
I admit that there's some mistakes I wish I'd never made,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like God has me on a path that that I feel that He has something good for me.
Right.
And I feel like it's something bigger than what I was going to do over here.
Right.
And I can't reflect on that, but sometimes you have your days like, man, I should have signed that contract.
Hey,
I wouldn't even be struggling right now. I should have just signed that stuff.
Hey, she preaching.
I should just sign all my
She
stuff
preaching
away.
right
Got
now,
that
cause-
$2 million and been chilling. My mom would have been chilling. I'm looking at her like, dang, I should have sold my life away. You would have been straight.
And you know the sad part about that? I can agree with you 100%, because one thing that I look back at is, so before I chose my basketball scholarship, I took the ASVAB for the military to go to the Marines. And I got a cousin who did the same thing, and we both scored high. And they were like, oh, you wouldn't even see it. You would be an officer right off the muscle. And after I did that, all the colleges started flooding in. And I said, I ain't going to Marines. I'm going to go do this.
Oh, I got a full ride. I got 4 full rides. Juilliard, half ride. Berkeley, half ride. The other 3 colleges, they gave me a full ride scholarships.
Wow.
And I just took the scholarships, took the pictures. I was like, I'm still going Hollywood. I took the pictures. And
So I totally understand.
I just told him, I was like, I can't.
Sometimes you look at it and you're like, man, what if I would have went this route? But then you look at it
my
like,
sister, she's retired.
Mhm.
And at 46,
wow.
was a sheriff. She went the pension and all that stuff, and now she's retired, living her life, chilling. I'm like,
I'm kind of mad right now. I want to trip you. I want to trip you.
you just get free money just to chill.
And I look at that too, because I got brothers who are older than me, and I see what they're doing, and I got brothers who are younger than me, and I see them doing what they do, and I'm like, they're like, but Jayson, you get up every day, and I'm like, but I get up to doing every day something I love.
But I'm not. But I was a family member that could fly everybody out.
Right.
I was a family member that could pay for all of my nephews, everybody.
And that's the biggest thing, right?
I'm the one to take everybody to 20 people to the movies. You know what I mean? So
when I come into town, everybody happy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm the one that grabs everybody Christmas presents, you know, and I'm the one that flew my sister and her son out every time for vacation and paid for everything. So I can do things that she couldn't do because she had a regular thing. I'll make, a lot of money and we'll spend $50,000. You know, like you spend $20,000.
Knowing I can wake up tomorrow and make the same amount. Yes.
But I realized she was not happy in her job.
And that trades it off, right? I tell people every day, no matter how much we struggle, no matter what we do, I wake up every day happy about what I do.
And I've had some amazing experiences. I did a meeting at the White House. I ran a meeting at the White House. For me to say that as an African American woman.
I want to be able to do that. When I get to that point, then I feel like I'm with you.
No, but it woke me up, and then asking me like, so how do we talk to everybody? I'm like, the White House asking me? I was kind of shocked.
Kat, we need an invitation to the White House.
You know what I mean? Because we created a diversity program, the first diversity program for the White House for African Americans. So and
that makes a big deal.
We brought 1 million African American kids to the park. You know what I mean?
Can we do that down here?
But they didn't understand why we didn't want to go to the park.
Right.
There was no advertising towards us. Every commercial I see, you don't see no Mexican, you don't see no Chinese, you don't see no black. How you expect us to go and then you're advertising straight to, not the people that you want to bring in? I'm real. I don't work for nobody. So I'm going to tell you how it is. Right. I'm going to go into business. And
that's the greatest thing. When you work for yourself, I don't care what nobody tell me. The fact that I get to be like, hey, over the years of building my business, I've worked part-time jobs just so I can make ends meet. And the very best part that I love about it is when I wake up that day and I be like, fuck this, forget this job. And I'm able to say, I got this income over here. Mm-hmm. And I'm able to go into the work when they piss me off and be like, I didn't really need this. And everybody's like, well, Jayson, you just don't understand. And I'm like, listen, you don't understand the freedom that I got. And I love my team because we all look at it the same. I'd rather get up and grind every day for something that you, I, him, Cap, that we're going to build and know that when we finally do say we're done, we're eating off stuff that we built by our own hands and nobody can take away. Mm-hmm. And we can pass it on literally to our kids. I talk about influencers today all the time. So that was my next thought with you that I wanted to ask. I talk about influencers. And they're like, oh, I'm making money right now. And I'm an influencer and I'm this and that.
Well, we were influencers before influencers. So, like Hennessy Black, me and my partner, we're the ones that brought it out here. This is before Instagram was anything. We didn't understand the Instagram, Facebook. We didn't understand the Twitter. We didn't understand all that. But because we were who we were, they picked us to represent the company.
Right.
And there was only 10 of us in the United States. So for me to be chose to do that with him, it was like, wow, like I'm an influencer. I only have like 1,000 followers. I was like, but they were like, no, we know about you out here. Just because you ain't got no followers on this gram, we know that people watch you. I'm like, okay.
So what I was saying though, but I talk to influencers. So how do you feel about this? Because I'm big on saying when influencers are gone, we see them die off, we see them drop off, and then you don't hear nothing about their kids or you don't hear nothing about their families. Mm-hmm. What do you think we have differently than what they have today? Because we worked hard to build relationships. When influencers drop off or they get talked about or canceled, we would never have had cancel culture in our time. You couldn't cancel me.
Because there's no real talent right now.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, people were bus drivers, people were teachers. Now everybody trying to be artists. And I'm like, are you a teacher or an artist? Are you a bus driver or are you trying to be a DJ?
I'm a parole officer, but I'm rapping today.
Yeah, so I'm just confused because back in the day, everyone knew
their lanes.
And I knew who the artists were in town. I knew who the DJs were in town.
Right.
I knew who were the news people in town. I knew and everybody stuck to their lane. Everyone's trying to do something they're not supposed to do. That's what's wrong. If you wake up and God didn't tell you to do that, you need to get out of there.
Hey, y'all heard it. I'm just trying to. Hey, you heard it from the best person's mouth. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Miss T, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
I'm so grateful.
And it's
for the
not peaches and
conversation.
cream. I've been kidnapped, all kinds of stuff in this game. You know what I mean?
Y'all hear this? Hey, we gonna say that for another day. She tried to top that in on the last. like, we might need to go another 20 minutes, but I'm not. We're
You
gonna
don't just throw that in there.
save this for another day.
You said there's a lot of you know.
So what we're gonna do is have you just tell people where they can find you on all the social medias, and if they want to contact you. She costs. So if you contact her, come with a budget.
Yes.
She ain't doing this for me. This is partnership. Don't call her for your talk show if you ain't got a budget. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time.
Yeah, this guy said today I was on a speaking conference and he was like, I can't afford you this year, but next year I'll afford you. I'm like, hey, because I'm not going to do it if you don't pay me. Because I used to do that all the time, and then people stop paying you because they think that you're just
there. Yep.
You know?
So, guys, go on and tell them where they can find you, contact you,
All right.
all the places. I know we're having fun here tonight.
You can hit me at Tiva Parks. That's TV as in Vic A Parks at any social media. Also, my music. I'm a recording artist, as you know. I just released a single. You can go to Spotify. You can go to anywhere you want where your music is done as Tiva Parks. And also, you can see my music video on Vivo. And we got 2 more music videos we shot. We're going to be releasing soon. But, you know, when sometimes the business gets in the way, you kind of put yourself on the side. And music has no time. I'm going to race against my own. So you'll see when you see it.
Oh, man. Awesome. And, guys, this is Real Talk with Jayson Dixon. I know we've been having a lot of fun on this last interview of the night, and I really, really did enjoy it. I appreciate you so much. And, Cap, take us out.
Thank you for tuning in to NWCLV.FM. That was Real Talk with Jayson Dixon featuring Tiva Parks, PR extraordinaire. Holla. And I am DJ King Cobra. I move slick, strike quick, hit you once, and it's over. And DJ is digital journalist, because I don't jock nothing. You heard me? NWCLV.FM, all top, guy.
Hey, 1,000.